The road has been long and the battles unending. Murmillo has fought his way through jungles, deserts, swamps, and nightmares alike. And now, at last, the end is in sight. Level 60. But the final stretch is never easy. What should have been victory laps turns into some of my hardest trials yet, and even a humiliating defeat where I least expected it. I start this final leg where so much of my journey has unfolded. Stranglethorn Vale. By now the jungle feels like a second home, though it's only one that constantly tries to kill me. I warm up by grinding through waves of pirates. These guys are the classic old human models, you know, the ones who look like they've just stepped out of a 2004 beta build. Their death animations are still comedy gold, though I scoop up all their snuff, orders, and junk that they drop like a true cutthroat mercenary. But then it's time for something nastier, the gorillas. At first it's the usual, pull a pack, cleave them down, move on. But then, Witch Doctor Unbagwa does his little spell summoning wave after wave of apes. The first two packs go down fine. The third one, though, no good. Victory Rush bugs out, I can't heal, and suddenly Murmillo, hardened warrior of the Horde, slayer of trolls, ogres, and dragons alike, dies to a monkey. Yep. After all the glory, after all the epic fights, it's a gorilla that puts me down. Of course, I corpse run back, furious, and make sure that last ape eats dirt. Which Dr. Unbagwa lives to do more bad magic another day. After that embarrassment, I need a proper win, so I set my sights on King Bangalash, Stranglethorn's fiercest tiger. It's a duel worthy of the arena, claws and fangs against steel and shield. After trading heavy blows, Bangalash falls, and I claim his head as my trophy. Next up, we've got the Crystal Vein Mines. Basilisks everywhere, and they're stingy with their crystals. Grinding away for ages for barely any drops, a true test of my patience. At least, when I finally emerge, it feels earned. From there, it's on to Zanzil's camp. Trolls, Naga, zombies, a bizarre mix of enemies all working together, and all dying, just as fast. I mow through them in small groups, nothing too dramatic, but it adds to the pile of progress. Finally, the Bloodsail Buccaneers. These pirates are usually a nightmare because of their sheer numbers, but with the Gladiator's AoE, I thrive on the chaos. Whole decks of enemies fall, captains included, and I walk off those ships with their heads held high. By the time I've cleared out the Naga for their reeds and turned in quests back at Booty Bay, I've deemed level 51. 9 to go. After the jungle comes the desert, Tanaris, a land of pirates, goblins, and endless sand. Here I grind through pirate camps for nearly an hour. Chest drops keep me hopeful, and I actually pull a rare BOE upgrade out of one. A miracle. Usually it's just grey junk and disappointment. But this time RNG shows me a small mercy. But it also makes me grind these pirates for 54 minutes to get all my quests complete. Some bug extermination is next on the cards and dinged me to level 52. Followed by not just one long ass escort, but two. Because trudging at NPC speed through hot sand of Tanaris is really something I wanted to do today. In Dustwallow, I fight through an army of raptors to complete the next part of Cortello's riddle. On the way out, I pass by Anixia's lair and break her eggs, because just casually provoking a raid boss is no big deal. For our efforts, I'm rewarded with level 53. Back in Orgrimmar, I've got a huge moment. I snag an Axe of the Deep Woods off the auction house for 75 gold. Painful, but definitely worth it. I also grab a full set of new armor. Helm, chest, shoulders, the lot. It's a huge power spike, and I'm gonna need it, because the mobs aren't letting up anymore. Now we're really getting tested. At this level I should be decked out in Sunken Temple epic raid gear. Instead I have a good weapon and a bunch of budget greens off the auction house. Normal turtles almost kill me one-on-one here, even in my new gear. Their damage is absurd, and Gladiator isn't really designed for long drawn out single target duels. But Gamma Reader, this was next level. So slow, so painful. I'm really starting to see why people stopped playing Gladiator. The fight dragged on, blow for blow, shield bash after shield bash. Could feel my resources slipping, but I refused to let her win. At last, after what felt like an eternity, Gamma Reader went down. One of those rare moments in WoW where you actually take your hands off the keyboard after and have to take a breath. That fight was the first of the final hurdles. After I wrapped up Cortello's riddle at the base of the waterfall, saved an ogre from starving, murdered an ungodly amount of owl beasts and tore through Quell Danil Lodge, erasing every high elf inside and dinged 54. 6 to go. From there it's mostly just busy work. Kill a couple guys here or there, take a flight to turn in a quest, run back here to do a single thing, a whole bunch of just running around, to eventually get us back to Gadgetzan, sitting a bar from 55. Ungoro, a prehistoric sandbox where danger lurks behind every fern. I start with raptors for their claws, ding level 55, and dive headfirst into one of WoW's most famous quest chains. The Legend of Zelda Easter egg is a secret to everybody. It's a painful quest line, but well worth it for the XP. Before I even get started, I'm away again, trusting in RXP taking me away to Ratchet, then Booty Bay for a couple more quests, then back to Orgrimmar for a few more, and then onward to Ashara. So much running around, but the experience is flowing, so I can't complain. In Ashara, I'm killing a bunch of ghosts, then a bunch of Satyr, and a bunch of old model Blood Elves. I turn in a quest to a book, hitting level 56. I don't really know what happened between 55 and 56, it just was gone. I turn in all my Ashara quests, and now I'm over halfway through 56. I really see why RXP brought me here, it's really, really efficient. The northern zones are next. Fellwood with its Jaden Arc Cultists, and then I'm off to Blood Venom Post to grab some more Fellwood quests. Dealing with the Jade Fire Satyr next, and I was feeling pretty confident here, and pulled way too many. Somehow I managed to clutch up and survive through, and go on to steal some goop from their Moonwell. I have to prove myself to Timbermore Hold next, so I grind Deadwood Village Furbolgs until the Timbermore think I'm trustworthy. Because nothing says trustworthy like genocide. I head up to Jadenar again to steal some more goop, then I'm just killing everything. Flame elementals, grizzly bears, wolves, and swamp monsters, and eventually ding 57. 3 to go. The Timbermore guards give me the all clear and I pass through their tunnels into Winterspring. Full of snow and more furbolgs, though now I've actually got competition. Other players fighting over mobs, a rare sight in Season Discovery, and kind of refreshing. I finally get the quest completed and head back to turn it in. I take a tour on Wyvern back to turn in a bunch more quests in Fellwood, Orgrimmar, and as far down south as Tanaris. Then finally, we're back into Ungoro. The crater is a marathon of content. Plants vs Zombies WoW style, as I kill a bunch of blood petals, sending the dinosaurs back to extinction, killing pterodax and diametrodons, and then into the monkey cave, where I ding level 58. Only 2 to go. Planting the bait for Larkawi the Raptor King, he takes it, and I take his head. Turning that quest in, I get another one to go back into the monkey cave. Nice. Love backtracking. Bug extermination once again, killing Karaji mobs, getting a heat sample from the hottest part of the volcano, getting jump scared by devil saws fading out of the mist.
Oh, hello there!
Then escorting Ringo, who passes out like every 10 steps until I'm spraying him awake, literally a couple steps away from the finish line. It's a lot of grinding, a lot of travel. Every turn in, every small chain finish brings me closer. Level 59. One more. At this point, my bags are bursting with completed quests. It's time for the ultimate hand-in marathon. Tanaris, Ferrolas, Thunderbluff, Ratchet, Ashara. One by one I fly, turn in, fly again. And each time the bar inches closer. And then it happens. The ding. Level 60. Murmillo the Gladiator stands victorious. Or at least he would have, if I hadn't paused the recording mid-flight to save hard drive space and missed capturing the actual final hand-in. Yep. After all that, my big climax ends on a technical fail. And that's it. Murmillo has reached his peak, from death knell to 60. Through swamps, deserts and mountains, this has been a journey of blood and grit. But it isn't the end. Now comes the real game. Raids, dungeons and battles that will test him beyond anything so far. And we can really see what we can do as a gladiator. Thank you for coming on this journey with me. If you've made it this far, you're a legend. Subscribe, stick around, because Murmillo's fight has only just begun.
What do we do now? What do you mean? Now we can finally play the game. Oh yeah,